The man was shocked to see a strange percentage number floating above his mother-in-law's head. Whenever he showed concern for her, the number would surge rapidly. He started to suspect it might represent her affection level toward him, but when he returned to his room, he saw that his wife's number was 0. This left him completely puzzled, since they usually seemed very much in love. While he was still trying to figure out the meaning of these numbers, he suddenly heard loud arguing coming from the next room. As he stepped out to check, he ran into his mother-in-law heading out the door. To his surprise, her number had already risen to 30% when she said she was going out alone at night. He quickly offered to walk with her for safety. They strolled and chatted along the way. He learned that her marriage was a business arrangement, one without any real emotional connection. As she opened up more, he noticed the number above her head was rising fast. She then said she envied her daughter for having such a caring and thoughtful husband, then sighed and said life had been unfair to her. Just as she turned to leave, she accidentally twisted her ankle. The man rushed to help her up and saw the number shoot up to 60. Curious to know what the number really meant, he suddenly pulled her into his arms. To test his theory, he hugged her tightly, but right then his wife showed up. The man quickly let go, explaining that they were just out for a walk and she hurt her foot. His wife didn't suspect anything and helped her mother back to rest, but the man noticed. Her number instantly dropped back to 30. This made him decide to try again another time. The next day his mother-in-law said she had yoga class later and asked him to apply some ointment on her ankle. He noticed her number had returned to 80 and knew this was his chance. While applying the ointment, sure enough, her number climbed to 99 in under 2 minutes. Just when he thought he was about to discover the truth behind the number, his wife showed up again, asking him to drive her to work. He had no choice but to pause his little experiment again. Later that day when he returned home, he saw his mother-in-law was dressed up quite elegantly, and her number was already at 70 before she even left the house. This made him very suspicious, so he quietly followed her. Along the way, he noticed her number kept rising. Just when he wondered when it would hit 100, a well-dressed man took her hand, and the number immediately jumped to 95. He followed them into a luxury hotel, where they booked a presidential suite, then walked into the elevator together. At the door of the room, her number reached 98. When the door opened and they entered together, it jumped to 99. With just 1% left to go, the man grew increasingly curious, desperate to find out what happened at 100. He stood at the door hesitating for a long time, but finally made up his mind to barge in. The moment he opened the door, what he saw left him completely stunned.